I cannot see him here, so I'll quickly move on to the Ghana National Association of Teachers. Mrs. Irene Adenusa is here. The Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana is represented by Ms. Victoria Adongo. Let me remind you to keep your questions very simple so that we can get many other persons asking questions. The candidate will also keep his answers within 3 minutes so that we can take a lot more questions. Good evening, madam.
Good evening and thank you. Honourable Nana Akufo-Addo, I admire your vim, your commitment, and your passion for education and for teachers. But I believe that recently we've been inundated by the fact that the wage bill is gone high, especially with the introduction of the single spine. But I must say that you have to pay for quality. So I believe that in your budget, in your thinking about the quality teachers that we're going to distribute all over the country. So how are you going to manage the wage bill whilst accommodating the quality teachers and workers that you're talking about? Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Famous lady. I think that the presentation I made, I had hoped would give a fairly clear indication of where we're going. I believe that for us to get a really viable, strong educational system, we should be prepared to pay for it. Fortunately for us, the programs that we're putting up for reform at this stage have come at a time when we have new sources of wealth in our country. For me, there's no difficulty in saying that these new sources of wealth can properly be applied to growing our educational system, supporting that wage bill, as well as supporting the measures we need to put in place to make sure that we get that quality teacher who will give the quality education to our children. I don't think that it is a matter on which Ghanaians, we should scrounge and scribble around and be penny wise and pound foolish. Whatever it takes for us to be able to get to that point where we are satisfied that we have an educational system that allows every child in this country, no matter where they are born, where they live, to be able to access good education. Because at the end of the day, that is the strongest capital that any people have, the quality of their human capital. And we in Ghana, if we scrim around, thinking that, oh, it's not so important, we don't have to do it, let's watch out, this and that, like the professional doubters that are out there who are saying, oh, the senior high school, free senior high school thing is a mirage, it's just an empty promise that cannot be met. Clearly, there are commitments that we can meet, so long as we're prepared to take the fundamental decision that it is important and that it is a priority for us. For me, it is a priority, and I'm going to find the money to do it.